There hasn't been a new asset class since the bond market in 1693. Well, now there's a new asset class, and it's the digital asset space. The question is, are you participating? Hey, what's going on, guys? It's the Crypto Siege with another day in the crazy life that is the digital asset space. Good morning. Happy Tuesday to you. Listen, I wanted to go over this article with you guys from the brilliant Brad Garlinghouse. I'm going to go over the article in detail. So listen, guys, this is your XRP Ripple daily news. It's 0 to 10 minutes. You're going to love this. Really, really thoughtful, very insightful article from Brad Garlinghouse. She's Vice President of Global Institutions Liquidity. So just check this out. So I think I got that title right. It is her title, right? I think this article is titled Liquidity and Global Markets 101 by Brad Garlinghouse. So we are watching history unfold. Similar to the 2008 financial crisis, books will be written about the events that are transpiring in the global markets today. But just like the 2008 financial crisis, collectively, industries will go stronger together. It's more critical than ever to provide education around the fundamentals of liquidity and its importance to global markets. At its most basic premise, liquidity refers to the ease with which assets can be converted into cash without dislocating the market. Generally speaking, the greater the volume, the higher the liquidity, and the faster the matching between buyers and sellers. The marketplace for U.S. Treasury bonds represents an example of this. Banks serve as middlemen in the market, matching buyers and sellers. Traditionally, when the stock market declines, investors flock to the bond market as a safe haven alternative. This increased activity results in a highly liquid market where it is easy to match buyers and sellers because the difference between prices offered by sellers and sought by buyers is very small. Today, we are seeing a rare mismatch in this bond market. Because of fallout effects from the beer cold, sellers are dumping equities and bonds, and many investors are sidelined. This creates a gap that leads to an illiquid market where banks have difficulty connecting buyers and sellers efficiently. Liquidity is key to exchanging any asset, whether it be bonds or digital assets, quickly, easily, and cheaply. Let me say it again. Liquidity is key to exchanging any asset, whether it be bonds or digital assets, quickly, easily, and cheaply. Greater liquidity also helps increase the size or volume of trades that can be processed by dependent systems. It follows that liquidity around the digital asset XRP is the lifeblood of Ripple's on-demand liquidity for cross-border payments. XRP can be sent directly, quickly, and cheaply without needing a central intermediary, making it a convenient instrument in bridging two different currencies quickly and efficiently. As a bridging tool in ODL, the greater the liquidity of XRP, the less the cost and risk in each transaction. So it's already cheap and fast, but more and more liquidity makes it even cheaper to do the transactions. The continued growth of ODL has led to an expanding number of financial institutions, payment providers, and market makers to trade in XRP. Financial institutions, payment providers, and market makers. The resulting increase in institutional trading volume has helped to bring further liquidity to XRP, specifically in ODL corridors. In spite of the recent market turbulence, surrounding the beer cold pandemic. In other words, liquidity is still taking place, still going on in these ODL corridors, despite the madness that's going on with the beer cold, where in other markets, like the bond market, like the oil markets, if you will, the fiat dollar world, there is illiquidity going on. Okay, so as ODL volumes grow in destination corridors, institutional trading will naturally increase, given ODL flow tends to be dominated by institutional parties and market makers. This virtuous cycle of utility trading and liquidity continues to build. The more XRP is traded, the more liquid it becomes, solidifying its use and application. Sounds a lot like the flywheel effect. It really, really does. Bitso, which is, by the way, well, I'll read it. Bitso has leveraged its use of ODL and XRP to become the largest exchange in Latin America. Bitso, a Ripple partner, because it decided to leverage the use of Ripple's on-demand liquidity, and which uses XRP, went on to become the largest exchange in Latin America. The company's head of finance, Barbara Gonzalez-Braceno, says that the volume of trading has helped drive down the cost of remittances to the point that end users pay a fraction of the traditional costs wire transfers fees through the service. And what did we cover on last night's stream? Central banks are feeling helpless and they have to ask for cheaper cross-border payments. They need a solution. And the people from the BIS are pointing to the fact that the central bankers are asking for a solution. What do you think that might be? New growth for XRP liquidity will come from a number of different sources. New growth for XRP liquidity will come from a number of different sources. Emerging cross-border payment corridors and ODL partner exchanges demanding new currency pairs for XRP will help improve trading volume and the ability to trade amongst assets. But even non-ODL partner exchanges like Kraken or Coinbase will contribute to increased liquidity. As non-ODL partner exchanges continue to grow more mainstream, larger institutional traders will begin transacting in XRP, making order books, including ODL order books, more liquid. Identifying new use cases for digital assets outside of cross-border remittances will also deepen the trading pool and liquidity for XRP. As real-world solutions are solved with this technology, real-world solutions, not real state and local solutions, real-world global solutions are solved with this technology. It will attract new, larger groups of traders, leading to even more volume and liquidity. More simply stated, it is continuous utility that will foster liquidity depth and market health around XRP. The more value transfer problems it helps to solve and payment frictions it helps to reduce, the more diverse and efficient the adoption of XRP as a global payment asset will become. Brilliant Brienne Madigan. Gotta love it. You gotta love her. Talk about women in crypto. Wow. What a great write-up this is. Guys, I encourage you to level up your XRP IQ. Go to ripple.com/insights. Check out this article from brilliant Brienne Madigan. It is without question one of the best write-ups on Ripple Insights that I have seen in a long, long while. Really, really great job. Let's see, what else did I wanted to share with you guys? This is really tremendous, guys. I got to tell you, you definitely want to check this out. She is just really, she just has a way of laying it down. She truly, truly does. I mean, this is absolutely outstanding. All right, guys, listen. I want to remind you that I hope for you that you realize that this should be for you a head up and shoulders back moment for you in this point in time. Why? There's two reasons. Number one, because you're an early adopter, my friends, in a new asset class. You're early adopters in a new, completely new asset class. You, my friends, are playing a game that 99.99% of the world doesn't even know is being played. And you're winning. You're winning, my friends. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to wrap up this video like I do all of my videos and remind you of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather us remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating, or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know, that the battle for you has already been fought, and the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye.